Welcome everybody, it's Mike Newton in the fitting studio here at Lytham Golf Academy. Again, another brand new product, and this time it's the Callaway Epic Iron. Okay, so following on obviously from Callaway's Epic Driver, been massively popular. As you'd imagine, they're going to bring out some irons with the same name, with the name Epic. Now, this iron looks very busy. You know, look at the back of it, there's a lot going on. You know, some bars there, which you sort of see in the drive with this gel plate technology. So maybe something similar is happening here with the irons to create some more stability, which is transferring a bit more energy into the ball to create more ball speed, obviously more distance. They've got what they call a exo cage technology in the back. So I'm guessing this is something like a hollow head here. Where I'm going to read this off because again it's a little bit of a long-winded thing, but they're calling it, and I quote this, metal injection molded tungsten infused standing wave to optimize CG location. Get your head around that one. Okay, so yeah, that's what it is basically. But basically what we're going to see here is a fairly wide sort of sole here, fairly thickish sort of top line. Again, it looks busy, it looks powerful. It looks very forgiving. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this. Is a 7-iron here, so this is 30 degrees of loft, so it's not as strong as what I actually thought it might be. You know, when I first picked this up, I thought this is going to be a sort of a 28 or 29 degree sort of 7-iron, a really strong, massive hitting golf club. It's not actually as strong as I thought. I mean, obviously 30 degrees is fairly strong, but nowadays it's quite the norm. So it'd be interesting to see the spin numbers on this and its performance. I think first thing as I put it down by the golf ball or I sit it down, it looks quite compact. You know, yes, the top edge is fairly thick, but I was expecting a bigger sort of distance from the sort of heel to the toe, something that was really big behind the golf ball, but I don't sort of see that. So it's quite compact really. So I think this might tick a few boxes, because I do get a few guys in for fittings that, you know, they don't always want this huge looking head, but they need the forgiveness. So this could be quite a good option for some guys here. But okay, let's have a little close look, give you a close look around the head, and then we'll hit some shots and we'll give you some feedback on some data and feel. Right, so quick look in the playing position here. So you can see a fairly biggish offset there, and obviously a thick top line, which you're going to expect from this type of club. But having said that, I think the distance from the heel to the toe, the compacts, or the head should I say, is fairly compact for this type of iron, which does surprise me. I was expecting that to be a little bit bigger, but nice looking iron there. So closer look around the head here, so we can see two bars there. They're a little bit more sort of spread out away from each other compared to the Pro version there. But we can see there fairly sort of thick edge there, thicker sole. Okay, this is a fitting iron here, so you'll see that it's got that sort of gouged out bit there. Okay, but sort of really nice sort of finish on it really. Right, so we're going to hit the first shots with the Epic Iron. Okay, definitely thick top edge there, so it does look pretty beefy behind the golf ball. Wow. Yeah, that flew up pretty high there. Nice shot. Definitely seemed to go quite sort of high there, very easy to sort of launch. Let's give this one another hit. A little bit of a pull there, struck it well, a little bit of a pull shot, but again feels really easy to hit. Definitely surprised by that compact sort of head from the heel to the toe. I was expecting that to be a lot wider here as I sit it down by the ball. It does look very, I think if I put that against down with the Pro version here, the Epic Pro Iron, there's probably not a lot of difference in that. Obviously I'm seeing a thicker top edge and more offset, but in regards to the head size, it looks pretty similar, which does surprise me a little bit. I like it though. Yeah, it's good. Okay, we're going to hit one more. Yeah, lovely. Really has sort of high flight there. Feels solid, feels powerful. Okay, let's go and have a look at some numbers and see how it's performing. Right, let's check some numbers out here. So, clubhead speed 93.9, ball speed 126.7 miles per hour average. Launched in 17.5. Now, it did feel like it launched higher than that. Okay, it did seem to have a sort of more higher ball flight. Now, there was one real sort of, well, not a real bad one, but more of a poorer shot was this second one here. This is the pull here, so you can see it's launched low. I've shut the face on this. Obviously, it's spun a lot less there, and it's gone miles because I pulled it. So it's gone 27 yards left there. That was an awful shot, really. That's carried 190, so we may just sort of delete that in a minute. But looking at the average, including maybe missed hits, I think we always got to look at sometimes missed hits or poorer shots here. But averaging at 5,800, so spin probably in the area where I'd expect this sort of club. A bit lower on the sort of spin model there. I mean, having said that, we've got some up in the 6,000, so maybe that 5,000 one is just dragging these numbers down a little bit. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to delete that shot. And try and keep it on 3 good hits. A little animal on the screen there. Where's my cursor gone? There we go. Right, so deleted that from the equation here. So 125 ball, 17.8 launch, spin at 6-1. So it has changed those numbers quite a bit there. So I've said that's probably now maybe sort of spinning a little bit higher than what I probably would expect this type of iron to do. There's other brands out there, 7 irons, yes they are strong on the lofts and they do spin it very, very low, which makes it go a long, long way. Now this was averaging at 177 there, and those 3 what I would class as sort of good hits there, and quite sort of tight on the numbers there. So 177 isn't massively long, okay? It looked powerful, it looked long, but it is fairly long there, but it's not massively long. Again, there is other brands out there which are hitting the ball further, but you've got to weigh in the lofts and you've got to weigh in the spin number. Okay, but yeah, I like that. It's good performing iron. Right, Epic Iron from Callaway, brand new on the market. It's not the cheapest club out there. I think it's going to be hitting the price point somewhere between the, I don't know, 150 to 170 ish per club. Okay, so it is pretty pricey, but it's a good performing iron. I think you've got to come out there and test it yourself. It is forgiving. It's a really nice look on there. The numbers are pretty good, you know, considering it's a more stronger sort of iron. So imagine this is replacing the Big Bertha irons that Callaway done have been out for a while. So obviously tying in now with the drive with the Epic, you know, big name, Epic. The drive has definitely lived up to that name in its performance. We've seen a lot of really good results here in the academy and through fittings with ball speed. You know, I'm a big fan of that jailbreak technology. I've been using it a little bit myself as the Epic drive, and I'm liking it. And I think the irons are really, really good. So Callaway are producing some really good products at the moment. Yes, they do launch pretty quick. Most companies are now, to be honest. So it's there's nothing out of the norm really. So, but yeah, Callaway Epic Iron, you know, give us a shout if you've had a go with this. It is pretty new as we're shooting this video here. We've only just received these in our fitting cart here at the academy, so pretty new out here in the UK. But you know, if you have tested them, then please, you know, comment down below, share the video around, do subscribe, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.